Hey Gemini, this is your August 2019 tarot reading. I hope y'all are doing amazing. I'm doing okay. I, of course, am Ebony. My channel is Evolving Perceptions. Yeah. All right, so let's get right into it. Gemini. Um, Overall energy, what we have for you, Gemini, is the Star, which also came out for your sister sign Aquarius, right? But this is in your overall energy position, which is very good. Recent, past, current energy, we do have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I'm shaking because I had coffee. I don't put sugar and cream in my coffee. It's just black. Anyway, in reverse, and then we have the Ten of Swords in the upright. Off the bat, Gemini, you got like 3 or 4 cards similar to Aquarius. That's neither here nor there. It is relevant for me because I'm in Aquarius, Gemini moon. Oftentimes I relate more with the Gemini readings for some reason. I don't know. I'm not mad though because this looks good. Middle of the month, you have 10 of Pentacles, right? And you have the 8 of Wands in the upright. Toward the end, we do have the, what's this? Who this? The King of Cups. And then we have 2 came out. Normally, I don't let this happen, but I'm letting this happen, Gemini. We do have the 9 of Cups and then the 4 of Wands. It's lit. It's lit. All right, Gemini. I love y'all, by the way. Overall energy, right? The star. The star. The star. Hope, faith, optimism, right? Being recognized. And with this star Gemini above the head of this skeleton Gemini, I feel like some of you are being recognized. I feel like if you were looked at negatively by some people, I feel like those same people are going to see who you truly are. And it's going to be in a positive light, Gemini, okay? That's what I'm feeling off of that for the overall energy of the month. And of course, I'm going to clarify to see why that is. Why is Gemini being recognized? Or what is Gemini being recognized for in August? Why is the star here for the overall energy for Gemini, please? Please tell me, why is the star here for Gemini? I feel like I should do Aquarius reading over because this wanted to come out. I'm letting it. I feel like the Aquarius reading I want to do over because I had ate right before that reading and I was a bit sluggish. This time I just had the coffee and I'm feeling like I clarified that, and I have the 10 of Pentacles, Gemini, right? So you are being recognized, Gemini, possibly for some sort of financial inheritance, or you're being recognized due to some sort of maybe just due, Gemini, to your overall just stability, possibly within self, with this old man here just sitting on this bench right here. He wants for nothing. He's secure. You're being recognized, Gemini, for either your stability or your security, or maybe some sort of financial increase or inheritance that's coming your way. Let's get another card on that. Gemini. Fool card came out. Promising new future, Gemini. You have a promising future ahead of you. And for some reason, you're being recognized for that. Came out like that. Like that. You're being recognized, Gemini, due to some sort of stability as it relates to maybe even you trusting your guiding light, your inner light. You trusting yourself, Gemini, and being secure in that. Maybe that's making others notice you. We'll leave that there. And that is the energy for the overall month. And recent, past, current energy, Gemini. Again, that's the Wheel of Fortune and then the 10 of Swords, right? This is why I feel like you're being recognized from people who maybe didn't see positive qualities in you before, because with this Wheel of Fortune and this 10 of Swords, it's like Wheel of Fortune in reverse. maybe Gemini, you've gone through some sort of unlucky streak in your life, or just unfortunate times, and maybe it was a reoccurring cycle of self-sabotage or betrayal, or just a cycle of Gemini. Why did I hear self-depreciation? Making harmful choices, Gemini, that depreciated your value. I hope that makes sense, because I said that as I heard it. But I will go ahead and clarify. Why is this Wheel of Fortune in reverse and Ten of Swords here for Gemini's recent, past, and or current energy, right? And again, being recognized. Santa Muerte deck I'm using for your spread, and then the vice versa deck is what I'm using to clarify. So that the King of Cups came out to clarify that. Apology. I heard apology. Somebody is recognizing you, Gemini, recognizing that you have a promising future, recognizing or seeing how you follow your own guiding light and you're secure there. Apology. Maybe someone is knowing or seeing that even though you have gone through an unfortunate time, that you're still emotionally open and available. You still have some sort of emotional, you're still in the flow, I heard. I'm not going to think about my readings anymore. I'm just going to let words come out. You're still in the flow. Nonetheless. Or this is an apology from someone who may have, from someone who sees who you are. 3 cards came out, Gemini. I'm not taking it. An apology from someone who now notices your journey. 7 minutes. Thank you for bearing with me in the beginning of my reading. Sometimes they don't really come together toward the, until I move forward. 3 of Pentacles. Now someone wants to work with you. People who may have not understood what you were doing before are recognizing the security, or recognizing where you're going, right? And maybe they deemed you as unfortunate and self-sabotaging before. Maybe somebody wants to apologize and work with you or offer you some sort of assistance because they now see where it is that what you're trying to do, right? I'm gonna leave that. The middle of the month, again, Gemini, you do have the 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Ooh, these darted out. I might keep them. 10 of Pentacles, you have the 10 of Pentacles and then you have the 8 of Wands, right? So again, the 10 of Pentacles twice. You have it here in this deck and you have it here in this deck. So, Gemini, if you're not getting some sort of inheritance or, then you're feeling very much secure within what you're doing. And that security is catapulting you I'm here fiercely in the direction of where it is you're meant to go. Let that fall however you relate, Again, I did clarify with this Page of Cups. Page of Cups on this side is could speak to naivety, however they say that. This could be the start of some sort of emotional endeavor, the beginning of a relationship. This is being open as it relates to just who you are emotionally in in a naive way. On this side is someone who is still open, but has learned a very, 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 very deep lesson, right? A very deep lesson as to the dangers of being on this side of the card, right? Just naively giving of yourself. Also have this card speaking to self-love. Self-love. And then we have this Eight of Swords. I feel like usually this is like a mental prison, right? This is negative thinking. This is not allowing yourself to see the big picture, only focused on the problems at hand, right? But with all of these other cards, Gemini, I feel like this is telling me that you are focused solely on whatever is going to add to how you positively see yourself, right? And this is what's catapulting you. You're comfortable in that, secure in only allowing in that which services you, that which makes you feel good about yourself. And you see nothing else. Nothing else. And this attitude, Gemini, this way of doing things is what is pushing you. It's thrusting you quickly toward, I'm hearing, your purpose, right? If this is some sort of inheritance, Gemini, coming in quickly, financial, you could not want to like if somebody wants to come back into your life due to some sort of financial situation, you could be turning your back on that because you have self-love. And maybe you're remembering or only focused on like what happened negatively with this individual or whatever. Let's say it's that. So anyway, moving on. We do have the King of Cups toward the end of the month, Gemini, and we do have the Four of Wands, and again we have the Nine of Cups. Something, Gemini, toward the end of the month, if this is your energy, something is making you feel I'm hearing like you hit the jackpot. I heard last laugh. I'm hearing last laugh, Gemini. This Four of Wands, maybe something that has to do with the home and getting your wish when it comes to a home. Or just some sort of support from some sort of community. Getting the last laugh is what I heard, Gemini, toward the end of the month. I'm going to go ahead and clarify that. What is this for Gemini? What is this for Gemini toward the end of the month? Being recognized for following your own guidance, Last laugh, Gemini. You have some abundance coming your way, honey. I don't know what you're going through. I know what I've been through. Not to, we all go through something. Last laugh. Whatever this is, Gemini, where someone is noticing you. You're being recognized in the same place where you were probably ridiculed. Woo! Last laugh, Gemini. Last laugh. Getting your wish, whatever that is, as it relates to some sort of situation where you were not recognized for following your own inner light. Ridiculed even. Gratitude. I heard gratitude, Gemini. Whatever you do, remain gracious. Maintain that gratitude. The fact that this is even coming out lets me know that you will, you know. Oof. Not too many details are coming out regarding this situation, Gemini, and I'm going to leave it like that because I feel like whomever comes across this video knows what this is. I've said enough. I've said enough. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and go to the universe has my back for any extra messages and or advice for you, Gemini. Woo! Very good energy for August, Gemini. Y'all never disappoint. Very good energy for August. Ooh, look what I'm looking at on the top of the deck. Victory! Victory! Last laugh. Celebration. You're being celebrated, Gemini, by either somebody in your community or whatever. Whatever this is, you're getting your wish. You are getting your wish. Woo! You are victorious, Gemini. I heard you did it. You did it! I heard you did it. You did it. Whatever this is, Gemini, you did it. Celebrate. Celebrate. Laugh it up. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! I seen another card. I ain't even gonna grab it because I don't want this to be too long. Any advice for good? My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. My capacity, oh God, and I can't read it from here. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. Gemini, whatever the situation was in the past, you were lost. You were lost. Or it appeared that you were lost. Or people made you believe that you were lost. But I don't think you ever stopped trusting that God and light, that inner light, that inner light. You've always had faith in yourself, Gemini. And I felt like you spoke. You didn't speak too much on whatever this is because you never felt guided to. And maybe you not speaking has further made people like misinterpret you and what you were doing. And you never, ever, ever, ever allowed that to make you feel negatively toward these people. You always maintained a sense of compassion because you always knew, Gemini. You always knew. You always knew. It didn't matter what other people thought. Gemini, I'm going to wrap this up, okay? Hopefully this lands to somebody and you feel what I feel. Hopefully I relayed the emotional energy that I'm feeling right now. Follow me on Instagram, please. I will have my handle and all that information in the description box. Anybody interested in buying a personal reading, I'd appreciate that. If you do, those details will be in the description also. Gemini, I hope you enjoy the rest of your month. And I will see you guys in September, okay? Enjoy August.